Hello everyone. I just want to go over how to properly format a document. I'm going to be doing this in Apple Pages, but it's similar in Microsoft Word or any other kind of word processing program. So first thing I'm going to do here is go up to the View menu, and I want to show the page thumbnails. So this document only has one page. This is just a preference. I like to do it so I can see what's going on. Secondly, I'll go over to Format, and this will give me my kind of styles that are possible to apply to this document, as well as different settings of the spacing and different things in the layout, etc. So this document looks pretty good. It looks like it's got a header here, some paragraph text, maybe a heading 2, some more text, a numbered list, and then a heading 3. Everything looks pretty good, but if I go to View, Show Invisibles, what this does is shows me what's actually happening with some of this stuff. So first of all, these paragraphs are actually not formatted correctly. Instead of using the attribute after paragraph spacing, they are just pressing enter multiple times, which is pretty common. A lot of times it's easier to press enter twice than go and set the actual paragraph spacing, or you may not know about paragraph spacing. So we'll go ahead and correct that. I'm going to go ahead and select this, and usually 12 or 14 point is a good after paragraph. So now I've got a single return and then the rest of that. Okay, and so I will set this, and I will call this default. Okay, default or paragraph is usually what you could call it, or I could add a new one. So I'll just call that default. So now I want to go down here and select this one, and I want to change it to default. Oh, sorry. Let me go ahead and just add a new style. So I'll go add new, and I'll call it paragraph. Okay, and so over here I'll update this, and so now it has proper spacing, and I can delete the extra ones. Same down here, here, etc. Okay. Yeah, so now these have updated, and they've got the 14 point spacing after the paragraph, so that's all good. Okay, the next thing I want to do is look at this, and although this looks like it's a heading 1, it's actually just defined as a paragraph, and then it's got an increased font size and is bold. So what I could do is I can either select, most styles drawers will have predefined things, so I'll just go ahead and select this as a heading 2, and it'll update that. Okay, and then this one, same thing. It's just a paragraph font style that's been increased to font 18 and made bold, and so I'll go ahead and update that and tell that I want it to be heading 2. And this one as well has also just been increased to 14 and made bold, so I'll tell that I want it to be a heading 3. And you can see it's got some styling on here. If I don't want that styling, I can just do Command Z or Edit Undo, and then I can add a new paragraph style. So I could call this heading 3 custom. Okay, and so now the advantage to doing it this way is, for example, later, let's say I decide I want all heading 1s in my document to be a different color and a different font. Let's go with something crazy, okay? And a different size, okay? So I'm saying, all right, I want all heading 1s to be this color, font, and size, and if I click update, then later on in the document, let's say down here, I have a heading 1, then it will look like that from now on. Okay, so just to show you one more time, here's heading 1 here, here's heading 1 here. Let's change it again, and I'll go back to black and to Helvetica, and go 18 on font. So now when I click, so over here you can see this is my heading 1. It's not been updated, but when I click update, it changes any heading 1 to this new style that I've defined. And same with heading 2 and 3 and paragraph. So for example, let's say I want to change my paragraph to maybe a little bit less than black, and change that to Helvetica as well. Okay, and then I just click update, and you can see that change takes effect all throughout everywhere that my text is paragraph text. Okay, now another issue on this document is, let's say the client or customer comes back and they say, oh sorry, between 1 and 2 I need another bullet point. Okay, so if I press enter, then I can do, okay, this is 2, and then type in the bullet point that they need. But the problem is these numbers don't auto-update, so especially if you have a longer list, this gets really complicated because you have to update all the numbers. So what I recommend is making sure that your lists are properly formatted. So for example, this would be a bulleted list of numbers, or sorry, just a numbers list. Okay, and then I want to indent it a little bit like it looks like it is there. Okay, so now what I need to do is actually go back here and remove all the excess. And so a quick easy way is just select it, backspace, press enter, return, and same here, right there. Okay, so now this looks pretty much exactly the same as it did before, but it's now correctly formatted. So if they need something in between 1 and 2, all the numbers will automatically change when I add that new thing. And same if I delete it, it's just automatically generated numbers, so I don't have to worry about it. Related to numbers, if there's not a particular order that these points go in, then it's usually best to just go with bulleted list. So, you know, unless there's something like step 1, step 2, step 3, then usually a bulleted list is a better option, especially if it's possible to change up the order. Like maybe they can do the last one first and then the second one, or maybe the first 2 are optional, etc. Okay, so now we've got this document all formatted correctly. Just to show you some other ways to make sure your document is formatted correctly in Pages, if you go up here, you can also do show layout. So this is showing us that we've got 3 different header sections and also 3 different footer sections down here. And then it's also showing us the page margins with these lines here. So, and there's some other tools up here that may be worth checking out, but that's all we'll cover for now. Hope that helps. This has been a presentation by The Traveling Designer. You can visit my website at thetravelingdesigner.com. I do custom ebook templates, website design, and graphic design. Here are some of my logo work, print and marketing work, and of course custom ebook template work. So you can see I can do a variety of different styles just depending on the client needs, etc. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you can do so on my website under the Become a Client menu item. Just send me an email and I'd love to hear from you and possibly work with you on a project that you've got. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.